This is D. Marie Comedian. That's right, comedian. This is comedy. So if any of this offends you, this is what you do. Go outside, find the first chick you see that looks like Young and May, tell her to go on Amazon.com and find you a pair of testicles. Yeah. It's your boy D. Marie Comedian, aka the Faceless Caseworker, back at it again. Today I want to laugh at half these ex-cons online telling their war stories. Listen, go write a script, alright? I'm about tired of old school bloods, gangbangers. I don't care what the hell you did. We done seen it all. We done seen it all online already. There's nothing new that you're telling us, alright? You skinned a man in your cell. You almost got your booty hole taken. That's a big thing with them Philly dudes. Philly dudes, shout out to Philly. Now, I'm not talking about Philly dudes in particular. I'm talking about the podcast dudes from Philly. What is his name? Gilly and what's the other cat that been to prison? I was talking about he was afraid somebody gonna take his butt. That's a damn shame. Now, a dude like me cross paths through Greater Fit, Albion, a couple of spots. And I never felt somebody was gonna take my butthole. Not one bit. There was no moment where I was in any cell, holding cell, cell block, yard, food line, work order, and felt somebody was gonna take my butt. What is that? What's that guy's name on what Gilly's? What, somebody please write down, because I don't feel like looking up. What is Gilly's boy's partner on there, man? This dude always talking about he was afraid somebody gonna take his butt, man. I'm wondering if he's afraid Gilly's gonna take his butt. Gilly was hanging around with Cash Money for a minute. I don't know. Anyway, these dudes online always talking about their gangsterdom. They have nothing else to talk about. There's nothing else you did in your life. That's the only stories y'all dudes got. Talking about gangster stuff. That's what I'm saying. The majority of black dudes, all of us did some gangster stuff. I don't even care if you was a punk. You probably got some war story you could tell how you got chased or something. Nobody has no stories about being chased. None of you dudes ever got chased or beat up. Right? Hassan Campbell, I know you say you put work in the streets. You ever got chased and beat up? Nobody has a beat up story. Nobody. None of these bloods, all these ex-bloods, whoever they are, still bloods online. You know who they are, the dudes on that Apple chat, yappity yap, don't talk back, whack 100. All these have war stories. They don't have no stories about being beat up, chased, nothing. Nobody's getting beat up here. Nobody's getting their butt whipped. Right? They clowning what's his name? Gotti. Whatever his name, Bullets, Gotti, or whatever the hell. He never shot no bullets. Only bullets he knows is bullets that probably was thrown at him. But I'm like, okay. But we want to hear some stories where you got punked and beat up. All right? Or got chased or something. Right? Can we hear that story? You always won. You won all your battles. You never got chased. I'm not even saying you. Maybe you were a good fighter, because me, I barely lost any fights. I don't think I lost a fight. The only fight I lost a fight was to my mom's, when she busted me in the side of the head. But the rest of you dudes out here from LA to New Orleans to Chicago never lost a fight. None of you dudes. You all know the guys. So I'm not even gonna say these cats' names. All the podcasts out all here, the gangsters, the thugs, the ex-bloods, from New York to Jersey to Cali to Mexican to black to even the white ones is out here talking about, yo, they was in squabbles and fights and blah blah blah. The only person I seen fight is Pino, the one that Milk said is your boy 1090 Jake said is a snitch. But I guess you got beat up by a snitch then, man. It happens, right? There's a lot of people that got beat up by snitches because you didn't know. Shout out to that dude, the sex money murder cat from the Bronx. Shout out to him for telling that story about him squabbling, things like that. And dudes in his neighborhood, you know. And I respect those stories, man. But the rest of you guys out here, I don't know what's wrong with you. I want to hear I got beat up story. I guess that's when we need Tax Stone back. Tax Stone would admit if he got his tooth knocked out or something. Even Charlemagne the God, who doesn't profess to be a tough guy, but says he had his route to the street, even he admits, things that happen in the hood. But I'm still waiting for all these other guys. Whack 100 and his podcast, all the guys he has on, including the girls, all the gang, everybody who can say they're a gangster. I want to hear I got beat up story. Can we get that story? You don't have to ever got beat up. Let's say you got chased. Here's a story for me. I was in 7th grade. I had just moved to Queens. Was hanging with my boy, Kev, in Queens. And we coming out of school one day, and I got surrounded by like 50 dudes. 50 dudes, probably was high school kids. I was in junior high, so they surrounded me. Like, yo, fam, you the dude that punched my man. They always got to use that story. You the dude that punched my man. It was you. Like, punch your man. Where was your man? Your man's in the Bronx? Because I just moved to Queens, so clearly I doubt it. So one of them pushed me. I pushed the dude back. He apparently falls over a bike. He falls over his BMX bike, and they commence to start punching me. I go down to block the fights. I get up, push somebody, and run to the school. They chasing me. 50 dudes chasing my skinny self. Probably about 80 pounds. These hands of steel from the Bronx couldn't handle 50 high school kids. I was only in 7th grade. But I ran back into the school. The school guard came out and cleared them all out. I remember when I went to high school, there was some dude who was telling a friend of mine, yo, your man got chased. He said your man got chased in junior high school. Yeah, okay, yeah, I got chased. So what? There was 50 dudes coming for me. 50. I was supposed to stand there and get stomped out. I don't believe in that, take a whip in your man. They say that stuff. Best believe all of them cats got theirs later on. Like I said, I had to put my squad together in Queens. And best believe them dudes got handled. So, the moral of the story is, you can get chased, get herbed, whatever you want to call it. I don't call it her. I'm coming back because I'm not going to get stomped out. Especially I don't know what's going on. Don't know who you are. Don't know what's going on. I got a chance to dip. I'm going to push and clear myself up out of there. I got to punch somebody. I'm out. Now, clearly, I didn't amp the story up and said, yo, I punched somebody and ran. No, I said I pushed the dude. He fell over his bike. That made them even more angry, and I ran. The funny story is I didn't even know that really happened because it happened so fast. Somebody else who was standing there watching it the next day told me, yo, you pushed the dude, and he fell over the bike. They got mad, and they tried to hit you. You got back up, pushed the dude, and ran. So they got some kicks and a few things like that. But the moral story is I like to hear these stories. Where are all these stories that... As many people are getting shot, stabbed, all type of stuff in all across America, in urban areas, and what was happening back? Nobody was getting beat up. Everybody was a gangster. Everybody was Alpo. Even Alpo probably got slapped back then. But let's be for real. Let's keep it real, all you guys out here, man. 1090 Jake, all your white, black, Hispanic gang, all of y'all. Keep it real. Tell I got my butt whipped story. Well, 1090 Jake don't need to do that because we seen him fight and bleed. But stuff happens in the hood, doesn't it? But this is your boy, D. Marie, comedian, a.k.a. the Faceless Caseworker, out here looking for some gangster on YouTube to tell me I got chased, got my left sneaker taken, had to crawl back home on one Nike story. I'm waiting for it. This is your boy. Till next time.